All right. Well, hello, Adam. Welcome to Smells Like Teen Angst. I am so excited to talk to you. You've played some of my favorite characters.
I'm glad.
Most recently, of course, your claim to fame would be being the main character of Jujutsu Kaisen, which we are much awaiting a third season of. So if you can give us any information there,
Yeah.
we would appreciate it.
Wait, you hit record already? Dang it.
Just jumping into it, I know a lot of us like know you from Jujutsu Kaisen. I originally first came across your voice in Star vs. the Force of Evil,
Okay.
and I'm just wondering, what was it like kind of transitioning from, Western animation to anime?
Yeah, it's different. It's different. It's interesting, like these past few years, really since COVID, anime has exploded, and I think that's really cool. So we're starting to get like, I don't know, we're getting starting to get more and more cool opportunities, especially with like Jujutsu Kaisen and stuff like that. But yeah, as far as like the technical side of things, like the acting standpoint and stuff, it's all acting. It really is all acting. It's just kind of technically they're a little bit different. With the show like Star versus the Forces of Evil, I have a little bit more freedom because they're taking what we record and then they're sending it off to be animated. Shows like Jujutsu Kaisen, it's already animated, so we are starting and stopping when basically the mouths start moving and the mouths stop moving. So we don't have a lot of freedom necessarily in that to do more than the line, or if the line needs to be changed to fit it out. Like the technical stuff is more the differentiator between the two. So yeah, for me, I mean, it's all acting. One of them is just acting while I'm also like patting my stomach and or rub, you know what I'm saying.
Yes. No, absolutely. I always feel like as we like see our favorite characters come to life on screen with animation, we really don't know what takes place in the booth to like get to that character. So my bit of curiosity is like, what do you do to kind of differentiate your characters or get yourself into the vibe of each character, especially because you're like doing two of like the biggest shonen right now. Like you've got Jujutsu Kaisen, you've got Kaiju 8. Like how
Yeah.
do you separate the vibe?
Yeah, it's almost like dang, how can I describe this? It's almost like you know when you're like going to an event or something like that and you put on like your suit and you're like, I'm in my suit right now. So you just have like a little bit of a different vibe, you know what I mean? Or when you're at home chilling and you're in your pajamas, you have a little bit of a different vibe. Stepping into the characters is almost like that. So when I get into the studio and it's with the Jujutsu Kaisen director Kirsty, or it's with the Kaiju number 8 director Sean, or something like that. Immediately, like what I'm putting on is a different vibe than the other. And then, of course, we're previewing our scenes before we record them. So, um, or in the case of like Jujutsu Kaisen, so I started recording season 3 already, or what's going to be in the movie portion of season 3. And that has been, what has it been, like a year and a half, 2 years or something like that since I last recorded the end of the Shibuya incident. So stepping back into Yuji wasn't necessarily the hardest part of that recording session. The hard part was stepping back into Shibuya had just ended and now we're about to embark on this next little arc. Little. Uh, it's not really little, it's gonna be epic. But doing that is we go back and we watch some stuff. We kind of talk about where Yuji's at, what's happening, and again, like looking at the references and stuff like that. All of those things combined to kind of help me get back into like, all right, Yuji's in this mental place, and yeah. But they're kind of like outfits. I think that's a good way to describe it.
Like putting on an outfit. I respect that.
Yeah, try to make it relatable. You know what I mean? So that you can, because we all feel different. I'm assuming when you like, there's days when you get up. For me, I have days when I get up and I don't want to do my hair. I don't want to put on it. I'm just like, I'm gonna stay at home. I'm gonna lay on the couch. That's a character. And then when I'm out, hair's done, nice
No,
watch is on.
absolutely. We all have a representative.
Yeah.
Even people like Adam McArthur have a representative.
Let's
You
go.
know, we don't show up to life as the same person as we show up to work too. And, you know, you can't just jump into your characters on a whim.
Yeah,
You kind
yeah.
of got to get in the mood.
I get ready. Yeah.
Which, speaking of that, you know, you said you were working on season three, the movie, which is something that I've been very excited for. One of my favorite things since COVID that's happened is that anime has moved to doing these giant feature arcs where we
Hmm.
actually get to watch them in the theaters.
Yeah.
Um, Tell me about your experience with that. I know that you recently had like a small role in Demon Slayer Infinity Castle
Hmm.
and, you know, Kaiju 8. Like a lot of your shows are actually doing these big movie premieres. What's it like to like see your characters on a big screen?
It's cool. It's really cool, It's a testament to the industry as a whole. I mean, I've been saying this since COVID, that voice, like VO and the animation industry, um, has been carrying Hollywood for a minute. And it's very interesting to see things like Demon Slayer Infinity Castle breaking all these records. It's the number one movie at the box office above all these live action movies. Same thing with the Chainsaw Man movie, which the Chainsaw Man movie, if you haven't seen it, the Chainsaw Man movie, have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, no.
It's
Not yet.
amazing. I'm not even a Chainsaw Man guy. I thought season one, I was like all right about season one. It wasn't like it didn't hit super hard for me. This movie was so good. Um, but yeah, it's really cool to see it happening. I guess that like I always think about this stuff. I'm like, well, why are they doing this? Why are they doing these movies, And it makes sense in a way for um like JJK Execution is going to be season 2 recap and then you get the first 2 episodes. I understand, like maybe it's for a new audience. I know that existing fans are like, "Ah, come on, like this just feels like a cash grab." Well, first of all, no one's making you go watch it. If you don't want to watch it, just watch your episodes on Crunchy. That's fine too. But I do think it is nice to get an opportunity to see these larger than life seasons on a giant screen. And it's even like, with Kaiju number 8, we really didn't get, we got a little bit at the end that's new that wasn't really canon to the main plot. But with JJK, at least we're getting to take a look at season 3 and some of these new episodes um, on the big screen, which I think is going to be amazing. So, yeah, it's just a testament to like how well animation is doing. Um, you got Channing Tatum asking to be in Demon Slayer, so it's like people got to start noticing at some point. I have this weird like fantasy, not fantasy, but I just like what does this all mean? Like because the traditional Hollywood celebrity is sort of going away. These guys like, I mean, Tom Cruise is kind of evergreen, but you have like this idea of these Hollywood celebrities doesn't really exist anymore. It doesn't happen. It's sort of moved into like now we have social media stars, and those are kind of the people that like are elevated and stuff like that. But now you have anime dominating the box office, and so of course where the money goes, the companies will follow. So all these companies are going to start jumping on this bandwagon. So are the new stars going to be anime actors? Like who knows, It's just funny to think about.
No, absolutely. And I mean, is that overwhelming for you in any sense? I mean, I know you probably have actual like live acting experience as well as being a voice actor, but being recognized, you know, as a voice actor, I feel
Uh,
like, you know, being an animated face, you have like a
yeah,
little bit of anonymity and you can kind
yeah,
of live your daily life. Like,
yeah.
is it still
I don't
fun to
know.
be noticed?
I mean, it's cool. I do a lot of conventions and stuff like that, and that's always fun. I guess I look at it as like we're all every aspect of what encompasses what I'm doing and like the fandom, the show itself, it's all a part of it. So without the fans, there's not I can't go to conventions and I can't there's not this like desire to make more of the series. Without the good series, there's no people to be, it doesn't draw in any fans. So it's kind of like all these little pieces of the puzzle build this thing that we have right now, which is Jujutsu Kaisen, and anime in general. So I don't necessarily look at it as like I don't know, I don't give more weight to my part of it. Does that make sense? Like it's almost like it's not something I think about. Like, oh, you're this star or you could be this like what it's like I just don't even it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like I'm just a dude. We're all in this together. Like your part is just as important as my part and I don't know, that feels fun to me. Maybe that's how I keep from getting overwhelmed. And I just look at it as like when I am recognized outside or like people notice I've been recognized for posting TikToks and Instagrams at this point, which is kind of fun. Um, but like that's my contribution to it all so that we all have something in between seasons to like keep us happy and have fun. You know what I mean? I just want everybody to have a good time, that's all.
Community. I think that's like one of the biggest things when it comes to anime. I don't know if it was like this for you when you were growing up, but it wasn't the coolest thing to like be into anime, to be reading manga, you know. People kind of gave you a nerd stigma to it. And I feel like in today's world and sphere, you can let that flag fly. It's actually incredibly cool.
Yeah.
And on top of that, with it being in theaters and having these big box office numbers, you know, you also get like a sense of community when you go to the movies and you're sitting next to people who are just as excited as you.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. It's funny, a lot of people say this something similar to me. It's like, yeah, I mean, it wasn't cool. I don't know how it was like for you. I think as I've gotten older, I've realized that I never cared what anyone else thought about what I liked. Like I always just did it growing up. It was just like, oh yeah, that's my thing. But I also am the kind of person I like a million different things. So I had like my martial arts buddies. I had my nerdy buddies. I had my buddies who would collect comics with me. I had my buddies, it's like I had but then I also was like in theater, so I had like my theater friends. And my theater friends always thought that like the anime stuff was like, what the heck is that? But I never cared because I just was fine liking what I liked. And it's still kind of the same thing. Like I just like everyone having fun. To me, it doesn't matter what you like. It kind of goes like even the whole sub dub debate or like which I do feel like is actually like lessening these days because you know, the gap is narrowed. You can watch either one and be like this is a great show, this is a great show. It's not a wildly different it's a different experience, but it's not a wildly different experience. Um but for me, it's just like people ask me all the time. They're like, "Oh, well, I watched it in sub, so sorry." Or, like, "Do you care?" And I'm like, "No, just it's a good show. Just watch the show." Like, I don't know. I don't feel I'm invested, but I'm invested because I want us to all have a good time. I'm not invested because I want to keep anyone from doing it how they want to do it or liking what they like.
Yeah. I mean, my debate is always I will watch a sub. I
Yeah,
don't mind at all. That's how I was introduced to it. But if it's dubbed and I can crochet or play on my phone at the same time or
yeah,
just like relax my
yeah,
eyes and not wear my glasses, like
yeah,
down. Especially
yeah.
if it's a good dub, like Jujutsu Kaisen.
Let's go. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's funny. Like I'm kind of the same way. But I do watch both mostly, especially the shows that I'm on, just because I like to see it before I'm recording it. But recently, Jujutsu Kaisen did the whole fan experience at the Universal Fan Fest,
Mhm.
and so it's this 3D. It wasn't 3D, but it's like you sit in a theater and you're in a 180-degree screen, and you're kind of like looking all over, and it's Yuji Nobara and Megami, and it's like an original piece of animation for this whole experience and stuff like that. Took place at Universal Studios Hollywood. They did not dub it, so we didn't get to go do the English version. And halfway through this thing, I'm like, oh, there's the subtitles. Like the subtitles, you know how they're always at the bottom? They were like at the very tip top of the screen. And I'm like looking around, like, okay, this is really cool, but like, what the heck is happening? Like, and then I'm like, oh, the screen, it's like up there. Shows like Jujutsu Kaisen, I think it is great that they have put effort into making a good dub because there's so much action. Like you said, you just kind of want to watch it.
I know. Well, yes, I want to watch it. I want to watch season 3 very badly.
Yeah.
Um, Speaking of season three, um, coming off of the Shibuya incident, season two, my running joke with Jujutsu Kaisen was Jujutsu Kaisen because it was not light anymore.
No, the
And
fun's over.
it's not going to be light going forward, which
No.
happens.
Yeah.
Um, so, we're hearing that season three is going to be this like culling arc, but then we kind of have to wrap up Yuji's like extermination arc and the Shibuya incident in general. Like,
Yeah.
what is it like? Not just jumping back into like this sad situation, loss of many characters, but also like ramping up to keep the fight going.
Yeah. Um, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like you said, I mean, I'm very excited about it. Um, I mean, it is a lot. It's going to be heavy and stuff like that. But going into season two, I was saying a lot to a lot of people in a lot of interviews um, that I think season two of JJK had the potential, or so I was telling them at the time. I think Jujutsu Kaisen season two has the potential to be one of the greatest season twos of any anime that we've seen. And I believe that it lived up to the hype. The Shibuya incident was amazing. And then starting off with the hidden inventory, this like cool flashback. Like if you go back and look at season two as a whole, it was incredible. Um, I think that season three has the potential to be even better than season two. There is so much good stuff. And at this point, and as a side note, part of the reason why I got so excited about the Chainsaw Man movie after I had seen it is Mappa was cooking. The animation in the Chainsaw Man movie is incredible. And I'm like, if we get a fraction of this for Jujutsu Kaisen, and Jujutsu Kaisen, I believe, is their baby. So it's getting the effort. Um, it's gonna look amazing. And then the parts that I've recorded already and what I've seen, we're in for a treat. It's just gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. I can't wait.
I'm so excited, like beyond excited.
Yeah.
So,
We don't have to wait that much longer. I mean, we've got like just about a month before the movie, so
so, so what you're saying is you're confirming that you are done recording.
yes.
Yes. Hear it. You hear it, people. It's
For the
coming.
movie, yes. For the movie.
Wait, so season three, no?
Season three, no, so how it works with us is we will record what comes out for the movie, and then we'll probably take a little, well, we are taking a little bit of a break. And then once season three picks back up, whenever it picks back up in January, supposedly, is when we'll start recording again. So, yeah.
Is that like a rush for you guys in any sense then? I've never, I
Mm,
mean, I never really thought about it, but you're waiting for a finished product to then dub into English.
hurry up and
Like,
do it. Yeah. It really depends. So shows like Kaiju number 8 were awesome because they would release the English and Japanese at the same time. And so excuse me, our production schedule was, I want to say I was like a month ahead of time. So like a month before you were watching the episodes on TV is when I was recording them. And actually, those scripts were done ahead of time, so it wasn't a weekly thing. I was I think Reno had like four big episodes in season two of Kaiju, and I recorded all four episodes in one long session. So all that means all the scripts were ready. So historically for Jujutsu Kaisen, seasons one and season two, the dub comes out the week after, 2 weeks after, 2 weeks after the Japanese. So when you would watch an episode, say you watched episode one in Japanese, the next week we would be recording it in studio, and then the week after that, it would be on TV. So it was a 2 week production time between writing it for everybody, adapting the script, recording all the voices, engineering the sound, getting it TV ready, and then back to Crunchy so that they can put it up. Now, season
uh,
three, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know if it's going to be day and date, which means they drop the English and the Japanese at the same time, which they've been doing more of lately. I really hope that happens. It does a lot for us, for the dub when it comes out at the same time. More people watch it in English when it comes out at the same time. So yeah, I think it's cool. Hopefully that happens.
I mean, you said it. More people do watch it at the same time when the dub comes out. And that's in any case. I mean, I've noticed that Netflix now dubs like a lot of Korean dramas. And because of that, I am seeing people who I never would have expected and in my friendship circle saying like, "Have you watched this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's a Korean drama."
Yeah.
Like, of course I watched it. You watched it? And they were like, "Yeah, it's dubbed in English." Like,
Yeah.
those things really do expand your audience
Yeah,
as well
absolutely.
as reach a like a bigger audience in the sense that like some people want to watch with their children.
Hmm.
And, they're not as strong readers, even if
Right.
they are old enough to read,
Yeah.
um, that it takes to like kind of read a subtitled um, animation. It
Right.
sometimes moves faster than you want. And you're
Yeah.
just like, you can't
Yeah.
focus on everything that's happening on the screen, especially with like the upgrades we've been seeing in animation um, when you're reading.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. It makes a lot of sense. And you have like the CEO of Crunchyroll providing hard data, which also for the sub dub debate kind of lets you know, like, well, if 80% of people are watching it in English when they have the option, then kind of tells you.
Mhm. No, absolutely. So another thing is you are now a rap god within like the last year or two.
Yes.
Um, can you talk about that experience? I know that that is not what Yuji originally said, but it's what we like to hear.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, I did this with Star versus the Forces of Evil. Again, because of how I look at my role in all of this, I'm just a part of the community. You know what I mean? Like I'm just a one portion of it. So I like to pay attention to what people say online. I like to pay attention to, when an iconic line like "I like a tall woman with a nice big ass," like Jennifer Lawrence has said, what the fandom is saying. What the people online are saying, and there was a need. There was a need for me to give another option just for fun. So, so in 2021, I recorded that. I re-recorded myself. I redubbed my own line and said, as you know, like Megan Thee Stallion, which then turned into another video where I said, like Grammy winner Megan Thee Stallion. And that video lived on my TikTok until, what was it, last year when Megan decided to use the audio for Otaku Hot Girl, and yeah, it's been a wild experience. I sign a lot of Megan Thee Stallion, a lot of that album. Like people will bring me their CDs or their vinyls. I sign those at conventions all the time,
No way. That's so funny.
which is really funny. I get tagged on her posts all the time. Actually, she posted a photo today in Choso cosplay for Halloween. So people tag me in that. I have not met Megan yet. I know she's producing an anime. I'm like, I mean, it only kind of makes sense to get your boy on there. Um, but I do think that maybe at some point we'll do like an interview or we'll do something. I think it would be silly of her not to. I think it would break the internet. I think it would do numbers if people saw me and Megan the Stallion in the same video.
Oh,
Let me get you on my TikTok, Megan. We'll make it. We'll little collab post. We'll make it go viral. I think it'd be hilarious.
I mean, to break the internet, will you, for the fans, say that famous line in character for me?
I like a tall woman with a nice big ass, like Grammy winner Megan the Stallion.
Hey, that's it. That's exactly it. And I can tell you, hearing that, having like, I don't even know, musicians who are just so vocal about their love of anime, like Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Again, more community,
Yeah.
brings us all together, gets us all excited for season 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen, and of course, for what is upcoming for Megan as well.
Yeah.
Um, so I know I've been holding up your time for a while. Before I let you go, I need to know, is there any hint or tease you can give us for the upcoming movie
Ooh,
without getting your head cut off by like your
yeah, yeah. Without it, and also I want to avoid spoilers. What do I want to tell you? You know what? We kicked season three, the end of the movie, the new material, the Yuji Yuta stuff is incredible. It's amazing. And I'm very excited for people to see it. And that's all I'm going to tell
Okay.
you.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me this morning, Adam.
Of
I am
course.
so excited for season 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen, as well as more things coming out ahead from you. Um,
Appreciate
I'll let you know. I'll tag you online when I start watching, when I'm in the
it. Do it.
theater.
I want to hear what you think about the end of the movie. I'm excited.
All right.
All right. Thanks for having me. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye.